Breathe in. We take a nice deep breath through our nose, and then we are going to hiss out like a snake, like a cobra. Ready? We're gonna breathe in and hiss. Oh, feel your belly muscles stretching.
Good job, Daddy. Good job, girls.
Let's do it again. Breathe in and hiss like a snake. Oh, and once more. Ready? A big breath in. And blow it out. Blow all that air out. Feel your muscles stretch. Oh, and then shake it out. And then we can sit on our spots. And I will know we are ready for our story. When we are sitting just like that. So I might have to switch just a little bit this way so my friends can see the picture. This is our third time reading this story. So that means it's your turn to help me tell this story.
Okay, can I hold it?
Well, I'm going to hold it and you look at the pictures and with your words you tell me what's happening. So friends at home, you can unmute yourselves too to help us tell the story. Who remembers the title? Oonga, Boonga. And Frida Wishinsky wrote the words in this book. So what was her job? She wrote the words. Was she the author or the illustrator?
Illustrator.
She's the author. And what does the illustrator do?
Make the book down.
She makes the picture. So Carol Thompson is our illustrator for this story. Can you guys at home see it or should I scooch a little closer?
I can see it.
Okay. So, the story begins right inside their home. And what happens? What happens in the very first page of the story?
What's Oonga Boonga doing?
Nobody could make what? Baby Louise
Stop calling.
stop crying.
Oh, I see her, yes.
So who tried first?
Her mom.
Her mom. And she held her close and she sang her a lullaby. Louise kept on crying so much that her tears ran like a river into the sea.
Can I read it?
Yes, I would love for you to help. Who helps baby Louise next?
Her dad.
Her daddy. And he whispers gently in her ear and rocks her. But did that help?
No.
Mm-mm.
Shut the pictures off the wall.
She cried so loud it shook the pictures off the wall.
And then they fell down and broke.
They could have fallen down and broke. Oh, who's trying next to help?
Her grandfather.
The grandmother. And what does she think will help?
A bottle.
A nice warm bottle. She said, eat, eat. But did it help?
No.
Mm-mm. She kept crying until what happened?
Like all the dogs up in the kitchen.
Woke all the dogs and cats in the neighborhood. So then we see who's next.
Her grandfather.
And what is Grandpa doing?
Playing fiddle.
Playing a fiddle. He's playing an instrument, isn't he? The harmonica. And he's dancing a jig. Does it help? It doesn't. She cried so loud that what happened this time?
All the schools, all the birds run away.
The birds and the squirrels did run away.
Oh, good.
So somebody comes to their house all these people over here come to the house and they are their neighbors and they offer some advice. What are some of those things they say? Try turning her on her stomach, or maybe trying to turn her onto her side. Yeah. They said play some Mozart or rock and roll. Do any of their advice work for baby Louise? No, she's still crying. So someone comes home. Who was that?
My brother Daniel.
Her brother Daniel. And what does Daniel do to help Louise?
Oonga Boonga.
He says, Oonga, Boonga. And she stops crying, doesn't she? So his mother says, hey, how'd you do that? And Daniel said that it was so easy, right? All you have to do is
Oonga Boonga.
just say Oonga Boonga. Oh, so mom says Oonga Boonga, and dad says
Oonga Boonga.
Oonga Boonga, and grandma and grandpa, what do they say?
Oonga Boonga.
Oonga Boonga. And Daniel says, see, she likes it. And she was so happy. You see her smiling from ear to ear. Right there, baby Louise.
Yeah, baby Louise.
So Daniel goes where next? He goes outside to play. And mom says, make sure you're back for dinner. But what happens when Daniel leaves? What happens to
She
Louise?
broke into crying.
She broke into crying again. She did. Oh my goodness. So, what does her family try to do? What do
Saying Oonga Boonga.
they try saying Oonga Boonga? Does it work? It doesn't work. She's still crying. So Daniel hears her crying from outside and he comes in and says, what's wrong? And they say that what doesn't work anymore? Saying Oonga Boonga just doesn't work. So Daniel has a new idea, and he leans over and he whispers a new word. What was that new word he tried? Bunka Wonka. And what happened to Louise when he said Bunka Wonka?
She broke into smile.
She broke into a smile. She did. Look at that happy face.